Now, while Durban beaches have been reopened for swimmers, sewage leaks continue across other parts of eThekwini. Karinda Jagmohan filed this report from Amanzimtoti, just south of Durban.
Just south of the city, there's a beautiful golf course and recreational park belonging to the Amanzimtoti Rotary Group. But this area is now facing the consequences of the unbearable stench and health hazards of sewage leaks. This is an issue that has been happening citywide. The municipality, of course, saying that they are in the midst of fixing broken sewage pump stations, but they also have vandalism to contest with. And that's what happened right here. My colleague Sibongiseni Gobande is showing you the literal sewage. The brown that you are seeing is actual human feces floating here. The stench is unbearable, and this has happened because a nearby pump station was vandalized shortly after April. And this Rotary Club does not have the required funds to fix this city's infrastructure, essentially, and so this has been the state of this specific area. We are told that recently sewage was also floating in the car park, and now it's also floating into an estuary and nearby lagoon. At this point, of course, we know that various Durban beaches have been opened by the city because they say E. coli levels are at a safe point. E. coli is the bacteria found in raw sewage like this. But what we are also seeing from the scientific reports is that there remains high levels of E. coli in our beaches, including especially the South beaches, for reasons like this, these sewage leaks. Take a listen to what a club member had to say about this, and then a member of the KwaZulu-Natal legislature.
It is the first time that I've seen it this bad. We've had problems before. As I say, when the pump broke down, we had it for a couple of weeks. But yes, problems were solved. And the problem was just solved when the floods came. And we were just getting out of the floods when the vandalism started. So, yeah, it's really not nice to live like that.
And it hasn't reached the legislature yet, but my intention is to escalate it and, try and get assistance. Because what pains me most is to see this once vibrant recreational facility turn to a dump like what we're seeing here. And what's concerning is the impact that it's having on the lives of the community around here, the direct impact on the golfers like we can see on the left here. And there used to be a huge bird life and, animal life. They all seem to have disappeared. So it really pains me to see this.
Now there you see a local resident and a government representative speaking about how damaging the sewage leaks has become for the city. I mean, if you take a look again, this is absolutely devastating and of course has a major health hazard. So at this point, many local residents have raised concern about the safety of our natural water sources because of the leaks like this from damaged pump stations, whether damaged by the April floods, vandalism or lack of maintenance, but ultimately this sewage flowing into your rivers and lagoons and into beaches. So it has been a major concern now for several months. We've been reporting on this from February, and at this point the city says they have funds and they are going on to repair the broken infrastructure, but they must also contend with vandalism like this. In the meantime, as this issue continues, there are beaches north of eThekwini like Wadukuza that one can come through and swim in for recreational purposes in December. But in the meanwhile, many local residents have raised concern about the safety of beaches here in Durban. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Karinda Jagmohan in Amanzimtoti.